Why do you think he said you gotta be like a little child? Man, I had to let everything go and just start all over again from scratch. And it helped me to be able to, for the Most High, for the gift of the Holy Spirit to come because I was open and still open as a little child. Still willing to learn, still learning things. The Holy Spirit hasn't stopped us quick and it's powerful. Let me show you. Hebrews. Go to Hebrews, the 12th chapter. I mean the 4th chapter, the 12th verse. Remember what it says? In verse 17 of Ephesians, the 6th chapter, and take the helmet of salvation and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of the Most High. So look at Hebrews 4 and 12. For the word of the Most High is quick and powerful and sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing even to the dividing asunder of soul and spirit, and of the joints and marrow. That's of your bones, in the middle of your bones, all the way through your bones. And is discerner of the thoughts and intents of the heart. See? That's the word of the Most High. That's the Spirit of the Most High. So, this is very, very important, that we see this and understand this and work to be able to deal with the things that we are faced with. I went over a lot of lessons on darkness, spiritual darkness, and so forth. How the devil operates, how to be able to recognize his tactics so you don't get caught up in that. Very important that we see this. Look at Matthew, the 12th chapter. Go to Matthew, the 12th chapter. And we're going to book it at verse, let's see. Look at, start at verse 22. It says, then was brought unto him one possessed with a devil. See? Don't get it twisted. A lot of people are possessed with devils. Remember, you gotta know that just because people know what they know, and seem to know what they know, don't get caught up. A lot of you gonna get caught up because you don't know the spirit of the devil. Sad to say, but it's real. Y'all don't know how to look out for. You don't know what to look for. You think you know, but look at this. Pay attention. Go to 2 Corinthians 11 and 13. For such are false apostles, deceitful workers, I mean, they're lying workers. They be playing like you don't see me. And a lot of you don't see them because you're blind, you're in darkness. For such are false apostles, deceitful workers, transforming themselves into the apostles of Mashiach. A lot of you call themselves Hebrew Israelites. A lot of them know Hebrew Israelites. Bunch of degenerates. You're not the true Hebrew Israelites. That's what I say. For such are false apostles, deceitful workers, transforming themselves into the apostles of Mashiach. From Friday sundown, from the sundown, Salaki Mosai Bashoma Shapabsha. I'm trying to stop from saying these days of the week because they're all named after idols. From the Sabbath, sundown, the Sabbath, sundown. When it ends, you should be concentrating on this word, nothing else. Your job, once that sun go down, this is Most High's day. It's the Most High's day, y'all. You say, give me one day. What if you just say, give me 6 days, and I'll give you one day? Boy, there'd be a whole lot of people tripping, boy. They couldn't do that, because a lot of people can't give him one day. A lot of y'all just give him on, y'all don't deal with the Sabbath night. Some of you just deal with the Sabbath day. And it's not really, if you think about it, a lot of times it's not really for the Most High, it's for the people. More so than the Most High. He said, this is my day. That's why you got to give some time to him. For him. I mean, those that just go out street teaching, you got to give some time to the Most High. That's why we have classes. And you go with his word. It's his word. You go out there in the streets, we got to deal with answering questions. People coming with this, that, and the third, all kind of hassles and so forth. It's not a peaceful Sabbath, is it? No. But to get us to the Most High. He said what? For such are false apostles, deceitful workers, transforming themselves into the apostles of Mashiach. See? So you got people that's deceitful workers that's going to transform themselves into the apostles of Mashiach. What they going to do? In the spirit, they're going to think they, as long as they got people listening and following them, they figure, I'm on top of the world. But not now as the Most High and Mashiach Yahushua. That's why it says in Matthew 7:21. Not every one that said unto me, Mashiach, shall enter into the kingdom of heaven. This Matthew 7:21. Not every one that saith unto me, Mashiach, shall enter into the kingdom of heaven. But he that doeth the will of my Father which is in heaven. What's the will of the Most High? Keep his laws, statutes, commandments. Do what he say do. Keep his rules and regulations. Have faith in the Mashiach Yahushua. You say, many will say to me in that day. What day? This day. Go to 2 Corinthians 5 and 10. This day. They're going to say to him in this day. So you know what they're going to say, but we don't know what day it is. 2 Corinthians 5 and 10. For we must all appear before the judgment seat of a Mashiach. That every man, every one, every woman, every child may receive the things done in his body according to that he have done, whether it be good or bad. See? That day, that's the day. Going back to Matthew 7 and 22. Many will say to me in that day, the day of judgment, before Mashiach Yahushua. Mashiach, since they're going to be going forward in front of the judgment seat of Mashiach Yahushua, have we not prophesied in thy name? Ba'ashem Mashiach Yahushua. In the name of Jesus, in the name of Yeshua, Yahshua, whatever name you use. And in thy name have cast out devils, and in thy name done many wonderful works. And then you know that people are going to be doing these things. That's why you gotta be in the spirit of the Most High to recognize those that are right and wrong. Listen to what he say. And then when I profess unto them, I never knew you. Depart from me, ye that work iniquity. That's serious. That's why I say you gotta know him. You better have some kind of relationship with him, because if not, you through. You finished. So it's a terrible thing to fall into the hands of the living power. You want to make sure that you're doing the right thing. You in it. The proper way it's supposed to be done. 2 Corinthians 11 and 13. For such are false apostles. There's a lot of people that's running around here that's not right. Deceitful workers, transforming themselves into the apostles of Mashiach. See? That's what people are, man. They appear righteous, but how are they when the book is closed? The book never should be closed in your mind and spirit and soul, but sometimes it's like that. People are like that. And that's what they were doing. Ain't nothing new under the sun. They still doing it. They was doing it during the time we could read it in the Bible. They're doing it right now. That's why we have a way out from dealing with. You don't have to deal with everybody. You do not have to deal with everybody. Romans 16 and 17. It says, now I beseech you, Romans 16 and 17. Now I beseech you, brethren, mark them which cause divisions and offenses contrary to the doctrine which ye have learned, and avoid them. So you have a right to avoid certain people that are not walking righteously. Especially those that pretend to be walking righteously and you see them being evil. You have a right to avoid them. Now I beseech you, brother, mark them which cause divisions and offenses contrary to the doctrine which ye have learned, and avoid them. For they that are such serve not our power, Mashiach. That's why I say they're going to stand before and say, depart from me, ye that work iniquity, I never knew you. They would say, for they that are such serve not our power, Hamashiach, Yahushua, but their own belly. A lot of them using the truth for their own benefit. And by good words and fair speeches deceive the hearts of the simple. You won't be the hearts of the simple. See? They fool the minds of the simple-minded people. That's why the Most High said, how long these simple ones call you simple. He said in Proverbs 1:22, he said, how long these simple ones will you love simplicity? How long you simple ones gonna be loving simplicity, man? Simple-minded people coming up to you, see, you look at their life, they ain't doing nothing. Y'all marvel on it. This is what it say. Go back to Romans 16 and 18. The ones you can avoid, it say, for they that are such serve not our power, Mashiach. Remember, they're going to be saying, we cast off devils, we done many wonders and many wonderful works in thy name. And he still will say, I depart from you that work iniquity, I never knew you. Y'all hear what he's saying? This is what it says.